In Africa's new elite neighborhoods, mansions rise from red soil like mushrooms after rain, gates taller than trees, marble floors imported from Italy. New money, people whisper. The new millionaires? Young returnees from the West, fresh from America, Canada, Europe. Anne and her circle were among them. Back home, Anne's family boasted, "Our daughter is in America. She's a travel nurse. She built this mansion in just 3 years." Villagers pointed at her Instagram. Black Mercedes, Gucci slides, photos in Miami, Kigali, Zanzibar. Mothers pulled their children aside and warned, "Look at Anne's life. She made it. What are you still doing with your master's degree and no plot of land?" Fathers called their sons abroad, demanding, "You've been in America for 10 years. Not even one bungalow. Anne just got there, and look what she's achieved." Emeka was one of those fresh arrivals, wide-eyed, full of hope, and eager to rise. His sister, who had lived in the U.S. for a decade, took him in, helped him with documents, his first job, his first winter jacket. Then came Anne, a Congolese beauty with caramel-toned skin, curves that turned heads, and the softest, most convincing nurse's voice. She wore scrubs, posted night shift selfies with captions like, "Saving lives, one patient at a time." She cooked Congolese food for Emeka, took him to upscale restaurants, and whispered sweet promises in French and Lingala. She dressed like a boss, gave him money, paid the rent. And before he knew it, they were flying out for vacations in Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and even Punta Cana. His first job? Emeka no longer cared. Why follow $20 an hour when your woman is a generous millionaire? Emeka's chest puffed with pride. He told his friends back home, "I don't land woman way go change my destiny. Jackpot no day louder than this." But not everyone was convinced. His sister, wise, seasoned, and protective, tried to warn him. "Emeka, something's off. Nurses don't live like this. Their schedules are brutal. Their pay is decent, but not buy BMW and BBL decent." Emeka rolled his eyes. "Why can't you just be happy for me?" His sister realized that Emeka had forgotten the very reason why he came to America. She kept questioning him. Poor sister. She tried too hard. He stopped taking her calls. "You're jealous," Emeka texted once. "You've been here for over a decade and you still renting. My woman's building mansions." What Emeka didn't know was that Anne's empire was built on a foundation of lies. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. government had opened the floodgates for financial relief through the Paycheck Protection Program. The program's purpose was to help small businesses and non-profits stay operational during the economic downturn caused by the pandemic, primarily by enabling them to keep their employees on payroll. Anne seized the moment like a predator. 3 fake businesses, Divine Touch, Home Care, Afro Bliss, Essentials, Queen Mama's Child Care, no employees, no revenue, no services, just applications filled with lies, and over $120,000 in fraudulent PPP loans soon poured into her accounts. With the money, Anne bought her dream body, BBL, a breast lift, and a flawless Hollywood smile. She hired a Ghanaian friend to teach her medical lingo, bought a fake nursing license just in case. She was playing a role, and Leo, he was her accessory. She also played the housing system. Stolen identities helped her claim Section 8 vouchers for 2 apartments. One she lived in, the other she illegally rented to tenants who thought she was the rightful landlord. All the while she received food stamps, Medicaid, cash assistance, unemployment benefits, all under multiple names. And yet, she drove a black Mercedes, flaunting a proud nurse bumper sticker. She once told Emeka one night while sipping sweet red wine on their balcony in matching silk robes, "In America, the system is the hustle. You either work it, or it works you." Emeka chuckled, lifting his glass, thinking she meant hard work, ambition, long nights, and grit. "You day talk deep, babe," he said. No be everybody fit survive this Yankee Wahala. He didn't realize she wasn't talking about surviving through hard work. She meant surviving through schemes. But then, the glitches began. Small cracks. At first, they looked like nothing. She once told him she had been a nurse for over 6 years, then claimed it was just 1 year. She said her mother lived in Kinshasa. But one night, while Anne was in the shower, Emeka's phone buzzed. A FaceTime call from Mom. Curious, he picked it up. There she was, sitting in a Bronx kitchen with Walmart bags on the counter behind her. "Hello, Mom," he stammered. Anne ran out of the shower, snatched the phone, and hung up. "That was my cousin. My mom lent her the phone," she said, towel half-tied, avoiding his gaze. "Why are you so suspicious these days?" Another day, while buying suya on a street corner, a man called out, "Hey, aren't you the guy who lives in that Section 8 unit? The one on 3rd Avenue? Emeka froze. His face tightened. "Who's asking?" "Relax, bro. My cousin tried to rent that same spot. Said a nurse was leasing it for cash. She looked like your girlfriend." That night, Emeka waited for her to fall asleep before walking through the apartment. He found mail, multiple names, 2 leases, 3 IDs. His head spun. The words from his sister echoed in his mind. "This woman's story no add up." He tried to confront her. "Babe, where did you say your mom lives again? Why do you have 2 different last names on these documents? And what exactly is Afro Bliss Essentials?" But Anne just laughed, slid new Jordans onto his lap, twirled in designer lingerie, pressed a kiss to his lips, and whispered, "You think too much. Just enjoy the ride." And Emeka, now used to first-class flights, $80 steaks, and compliments from back home, kept quiet. He had become a high-maintenance man, the kind who used to criticize women for being materialistic. Now he was one Gucci belt away from selling his soul. But the truth doesn't hide forever. One morning, a letter came. Thick envelope, government seal. From the Office of Inspector General. Anne opened it. Her hands shook. Her lip, usually glossed and confident, quivered. "It's nothing," she said, sliding the envelope into the drawer. But Emeka saw the terror in her eyes. For the first time, her mask cracked. He didn't sleep that night. Then, it happened. A knock on the door. Loud, repeated, "FBI, open up!" Anne bolted from the bedroom, barefoot and frantic. Flashing lights painted the walls red and blue. Emeka stood frozen in boxers and confusion. Handcuffs clicked. Agents pushed past him, rifling through drawers, seizing devices. "Annabelle L., you are under arrest for fraud, identity theft, and falsifying federal documents." The entire neighborhood watched. A woman once worshipped for her success was now escorted down the stairs like a criminal in a Nollywood movie. The headlines were brutal. "Fake nurse exposed. Welfare queen of the Bronx." She wore Gucci heels, but lived off stolen identities. Anne's mugshot was everywhere. Stripped of makeup, her wig removed, just a tired, broken face. And Emeka? He was never charged. But in the court of public opinion, he was guilty by association. Social media roasted him. "Now this one way say he don't find woman way day change destiny?" "Brother, how you know go no? Your eyes day pain you?" Even back home, WhatsApp groups were flooded with his photos. The same elders who once praised him whispered, "So this is the kind of nurse he followed? Our daughters would never." He became the fool beside the fraud. The clown and designer, the fake baby daddy. His sister came to pick him up from the station. She brought him a hoodie, covered his head. She drove in silence. Emeka didn't speak. She didn't say, "I told you so." She just handed him a bottle of water and whispered, "Let's go home. Remember, my friends, not everything that glitters is gold. A mansion built with lies is still a prison. Welfare is not a hustle, it's a lifeline. And when you rob from it, you're not just stealing money, you're stealing hope." To the families back home, Stop measuring your children by the size of their remittances. Stop pressuring them into becoming fraudsters to win your validation. A plot of land built with sweat is better than a palace built with shame. To Emeka. You didn't just ignore the red flags. You danced with them. But don't let this shame define you. Let it teach you. And to Anne, you had brains, beauty, boldness. But you lacked one thing. Thus. And without it, your empire was always doomed to fall. In this land of dreams, lies walk in heels, success is staged on social media, and innocence is the price many pay. May every Emeka out there learn early that if love requires you to silence your gut, ignore your family, and hide from the truth, it's not love. It's just deception in a pretty dress. Have you subscribed yet? Do so now. And don't miss any of Landa's juicy tales.